The Minnesota Timberwolves just tricked the NBA. After getting blown out twice on the road in Oklahoma City, they completely flipped the script, winning by 42 points at home. Terrence Shannon Jr. gave them a burst of energy off the bench, and then they also had their two dudes stepping up with Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle both hooping. And if they can carry this momentum into Game 4, we've got a whole new ball game, folks. They look dead in the water, but hey, I think it was all part of their plan just to trick the league. And Ant was pissed off. You could see it in his eyes in the post-game pressers, obviously laughing about the SGA foul attempts. But hey, he went out and dropped 30 points in 30 minutes to go with 9 boards, 6 assists, and 2 steals. And a big thing coming out of this game was that Ant had 0 dunks. The high flyer, the high riser, Skywalker, right? He had 0 dunks in games 1 and 2 combined, and then he had 2 in the first 6 minutes of last night's game, I should say. And remember, this is one of the best pull-up shooters in league history. He's 12 of 17 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3 last night, and just getting to spots and knocking down shots, something that he wasn't really able to do during the Oklahoma City games. But pull-up threes this year, he shot 38% on 7.5 attempts per game, making a little under 3 per game, about 2 per 9, which is second best in the league. Second to only one man, and that is number 30 out in Golden State. Getting his spots off the pick and roll in the mid-range, he's extremely good at that. And then the double don't matter, right? They're sending 2 right here, Isaiah Joe and Lou Dort. He's just going to dribble right around it, go right through J-Dub, and get right to the rim. Shea tries to contest him at the rim. A nice acrobatic reverse finish, and he gets it to go. Then Rudy Gobert coming up in the pick and roll. He sees Hartenstein here and drop. Lou Dort does a great job fighting over. Gets to his spot, doesn't matter. He's knocking it down over 2 guys all net, not even close. I mean, look at the scoreboard. That is ridiculous. 59-97. And then once again, Hartenstein in drop. Expects him to continue to expose this. Knocking it down from the R in the Target Center logo. All net, right? And then this is his Kobe moment. This right here reminds me of Kobe Bean out in LA. He's going to hit the little in and out off the ball screen, get to his spot, and knock it down over 3 dudes. He's got 4 teammates that are wide open. Doesn't matter. This thing is going up. Now, Julius Randle, his dynamic duo, was playing pretty good as well. He had 24 points last night, 4 rebounds, 3 assists on 9 of 15 shooting from the field in 30 minutes. And what has stood out to me so far in this playoffs has been Julius Randle's vision. His ability to drive into the paint and kick it out to open teammates has been second to none. Look at this. He attracts 4 defenders and even the eyes of J-Dub, the 5th, and kicks it out to the corner to Dante DiVincenzo to knock down the 3 ball. His mid-post game was elite last night. I mean, time after time, right? This time he's taking Lou Dort. This is supposed to be the Dorter chamber. No, this is Julius Randle's area of operation. Hits a tough fall-away jumper and then gets Case and Wallace leaning one way, quick spin, going and finish over J-Dub at the rim, right? Like we see right here, Hartenstein and Chet are both shading over, both cheating over to come help, and it doesn't matter. He still hits a ridiculous half-spin fadeaway over the top of Lou Dort. And then the one with Case and Wallace right here, he gets him leaning high side, right? He wants him to spin, and spin he does. Look at how off balance Case and Wallace gets, and then goes up. He could have posterized J-Dub right here, but he shows some mercy and just lays it in nicely over the top, taking Chet to the rim right here. That's not an easy finish. Chet has like a 7'5" wingspan or something ridiculous like that, and then taking Shea down into the mid post. And I love what Chris Finch did last night, getting his 2 guys coming off of screens. Right here, we've got Julius Randle coming off of a little stagger screen off the ball where Rudy and Jaden McDaniels set down screens, and he's going to come off attacking Isaiah Hartenstein. This works perfectly because J-Dub switches. He gets caught on Rudy Gobert, who washes him out into the paint, so he's got a mismatch there, and he's also got a mismatch with Hartenstein trying to guard Julius Randle, and Julius Randle has been elite thus far in the playoffs, knocking down the 3 ball. And then same thing here with Anthony Edwards. Gets a little stagger screen off the ball, gets Lou Dort switched off. Obviously, Lou Dort, great defender. You don't get a cool nickname like the Dorter chamber for no reason. And once again, Gobert with a great screen. Gobert had a big impact on this game, not only in the box score, but also doing the little things. And then Julius Randle once again knocking it out. That's Curry range. And we got Julius Randle pulling up. In the playoffs, this postseason, he's shooting 38% from 3 on 5.5 attempts a game. And then the biggest spark plug all series long has been Terrence Shannon Jr. and his insertion to this lineup. 15 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, and an assist last night in 13 minutes played. And if this video gets 300 likes, we'll do a full video breaking down Terrence Shannon's impact on last night's game, and that'll come out tomorrow, but only if we get 300 likes, so go hit the like button right now. But if you see this, just go ahead and take the ball out of the net because it's going to be a bucket. If Terrence Shannon Jr. has a one-on-one in the open court, just get the ball out of the net. 5 for 8 shooting from the field last night, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. And then once again, nice back cut here. He's so bouncy, so athletic, and can finish so well in the lane. But we've seen this since his Illinois days, right? Look at this, a flash in transition. And maybe the Iowa Hawkeyes with all their white dudes aren't the best example to show for transition defense. But Terrence Shannon Jr. can get down the court in a hurry. He can also knock down the 3-ball. He is the total package. There's a reason I had him as a late lottery pick graded out. I was shocked when he fell all the way to 28 for the T-Wolves to select him, and this isn't the first time all season he's played good against the Thunder. This is kind of a regular occurrence. Back on February 13th, he had 13 points, 6 boards, an assist, and a steal, and this is where these highlights that we're showing are from, is this game in Minnesota, which the Wolves did go on to win on the season. Terrence Shannon Jr. has played in 32 games. He's only averaging 4.3 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 1 assist on 48% shooting from the field and 35% from 3. However, this year against the Thunder, this man is a different beast. He's averaging 13 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2 assists in 4 games versus OKC this year, and he's now 3-1 versus the Thunder. He's got to be in the lineup going forward for Chris Finch, and it was a great adjustment. Right, now let's take a look at the rest of the Timberwolves and what they were able to do last night. We talked about Dante DiVincenzo knocking down this 3 from Julius Randle, gets it to go, then coming off the screen, getting downhill, attacking the other Jalen Williams, and throwing it up for Rudy Gobert, who, like we said, Rudy had a big-time impact on last night's game. Getting this rebound here and dunking it back, he had 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 stocks, so 2 steals, 2 blocks in 28 minutes, and was just big-time for him. Running the rim right here, getting the rebound, pushing Chet out of the way, and dunking it to put him up 30. And then we showed this lob right here. Great roll to the rim, going up with one hand and flushing it. Mike Conley, Uncle Mike, had a couple of good shots last night, knocking it down over Jalen Williams. Again, he was only 2 for 8 from the field, but both of his threes, this was a big 3 to answer here. Thunder were starting to get a little momentum, and Mike just struts into one and knocks it down in the half court. Naz Reid. I'm still expecting a Naz Reid game, by the way, and I will continue to press over on his over-under on the parlays every single night until it happens, because he's going to go for 30 before long. He had 10 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, and a block last night in 19 minutes. And Terrence Shannon Jr. isn't the only Thunder killer on this team, right? He is a stud. If you got the OKC Thunder, Naz Reid and Terrence Shannon Jr. are lightning. And Terrence Shannon Jr. in the front court actually looks like lightning, so that kind of makes sense. But versus OKC this year, Naz Reid, 25 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists a night to go with 2 blocks per night. He played him 4 times in the regular season. It was a 2-2 series in the regular season. It's a 2-1 right now. He shot 63% from the field and 57% from 3 against them in the regular season. A Naz Reid game is coming soon, and you can book it. Don't be surprised when he goes for like 30 one night. And, you can come back and like this video when it does. Now, the rest of the series outlook, the Wolves pretty much have to win Game 4. Yes, last night was a must-win, but they really need Game 4 as well, because going back to Oklahoma City down 3-1 is not going to be a good sign. It's going to be a repeat of what we saw last year versus Dallas, where they end up bowing out early in 5 games. Minnesota needs to win this game. They won by 42 points last night. There's no reason they can't replicate that. And hey, if they win Game 4, with some momentum going into Game 5, no reason we won't see Ant pull the DMX out once again. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.